This is the Steamroller 2015 number 2 scenario called Two Fronts. There is kill box. You need 5 points to win. You get 1 for dominating your close zone, 1 for controlling the far zone, and 2 for dominating it. You can't do either of those though until you destroy the enemy objective, and if you do so, that's another control point. Alright guys, we have a game here. On this side, we're going to have Dorian and his Cyphon from his Cephalix. This will be his first time playing, and I think the first time we've had the Cephalix on the channel as well, especially for the War Machine Wednesday. On the other side here, we have Derek and his Retribution. This is the Force Wall tier, and with Kaelyssa there, so kind of scary. So with this here, I can't remember who won initiative, but either way, Retribution got to go first, and that's going to be a really big deal. One of the biggest parts of the Force Wall tier is that your opponent can't run or charge or trample or anything on the first turn. So you really lose a lot of board position. So up here he has the couple of Manticores and the Hyperion they're running up. On the top there he has his Phoenix. Now you can't see at the bottom of the screen, but there'll be another unit of the Battle Mages going down there, and Kaelyssa going from Phantom Hunter and kind of moving up. That one big annoying building will be moved shortly. It looks cool, but it does really get in the way. So yeah, here's the other Battle Mages going in. Actually, it's good to see that they made it on the screen. And this should be an interesting one because, I mean, what the Retribution list wants to do is kind of control you, keep you back, and trying to kill you that way. And meanwhile, what the Cephalix want to do is surge, 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 and send in your heavies and smash. So this will be interesting. Kind of like a unstoppable force versus you know, unbreakable wall type thing. Anyway, right now it is the Cephalix turn. They're going to start moving up. I was surprised not to see them being as aggressive as I thought they would be. He has a minion of the Nis Hunters are near the bottom, and they're going to be trying to deal with the models down here. But otherwise, Cyphon is going to go for Onslaught, which will give these guys, you know, Pathfinder next turn. So maybe what he was trying to do here is try and hold back and surge through the forest next time. He also has a spell on the Wrecker on the bottom there, which gives him +2 armor, plus he can't be moved around and all that fancy stuff. So now we're back to Retribution turn 2, and now they're going to be coming up here, and the Manticores are going to be putting down some covering fire. I've seen some other lists that have like 4 Manticores, and having all that covering fire can be pretty intense. Having a couple will definitely help, but now he's going to go with the Phoenix. It's going to come up here and shoot down a couple of guys, being saved by some tough there. Plus, you know, armor 15 is pretty good at stopping blasts. Otherwise, Battle Mages are moving up the best they can. Those guys going through the swamp there, not doing as well. And past that, then he's going to be going up with the Hyperion, and he's going to take a shot here, just hoping for a lucky deviation. So shooting up here. He is going to roll a 1 for direction, but only go 3 inches, and so not actually get anywhere. So, you know, you might as well try. Why not? Otherwise, Arcanists are getting all over the place. For those who don't know as well, the Arcanists have a special thing in this tier where normally they can add or allocate 1 focus. Well, in this one here, they can go all the way up to the 3 on a jack. So it's not just the 1 they might get with like Strange Ways or something. No, this is pretty good. Otherwise, Kaelyssa is kind of up there. You can see now how we can like tip that building since probably nothing will be behind it again. And now we're back to Cephalix turn 2. And so this is where scoring is going to start happening, and he definitely wants to get in there. So on his friendly zone here, the friendly zone to the Retribution, he gets in at least 1 Nis Hunter. I mean, you don't need to contest it yet. Kaelyssa's not there, but you might as well. Otherwise, taking a few shots here, trying to kill a few guys. But they got the forest barrier, so they're kind of hard to shoot down. Otherwise, up here, he's going to be... it's an ability, I can't even remember the name of the ability right now, but they basically have to move like 4 inches and they get stronger. But yeah, he's not actually going to be using them for attacking right now. What he's going to do here is Cyphon's going to be coming into that little bunker there, feet, and that's going to make all of his heavies get stronger and all this awesome stuff, but they'll get damaged after. So what he wants to use during this turn is to try and take out at least 2 of these heavies. So first he's going to be coming after here against the Phoenix. He's going to drag him in, hit him and smash him, but actually does really poor for damage. That'll be a constant thing in this game with some really low dice rolls. In the end, he was able to destroy, I believe, like the arc node and the shield, but that's really it. He has all of his weapon systems. Oh, his cortex is down, so I think that's a bigger thing. But now the Wrecker, who of course charges through extra fast from the feet, and he has Pathfinder. He's going to come here into the Manticore. He's being very careful because he had the Agitator there to make him even stronger. And with this, beating him back, smashing on this Manticore, trying to destroy it. And in the end, he does get that jacked down. It's kind of funny. You got two heavies going after one, and they can't do it. And then the one Wrecker, yeah, I can do that, no problem. Although they did have help from the Agitator, and there was no Agitator top. So either way, that is the end of that turn. And one of the things we learned here, which was a huge deal, is that that bunker was not Killbox friendly. So he actually just killed Box himself. And, you know, sometimes people do that as a trap, you know, as a TO, they'll put the terrain like that. I totally didn't. I just kind of threw down terrain, and it turned out that he just killboxed himself, so the Retribution had already up 2 points. And so he's looking at this now saying, hey, if he could go and get the extra 3, this game could actually be pretty fast on scenario. So at first, the Phoenix, who couldn't get any focus, although he could get an extra one from the Arcanist, attacks those heavies there. Does like no real damage, but he is able to set both on fire. The objective on the Cyphon side is fuel, so these battle mages are going to charge in, do some actually okay damage, but that means all 3 of those battle mages there are going to be lit on fire. So, you know, at this point here, you know, if you could have gotten the fast win, it would have been worth it, but one of the things he probably could have done instead is, while he was knocked down, because the Phoenix is knocked down and is dragged, he could have actually used them to try and push those 2 heavies out of the zone. So that might have been a better thing to do with those guys, and just have like Hyperion go after and shoot the objective or something. But either way, he's now trying to shoot at the Nis Hunters at the bottom. I believe he kills at least 1. This is kind of like a little pillow fight down there where it's so hard to hit each other. Now this Manticore here is going to be coming after this Wrecker. Again, hilariously bad battle damage here. I mean, it's a thing where it's like, okay, it's dice off, whatever, and it doesn't even matter because you roll like 1, 1, 2. So really, really bad damage being done here. The Hyperion's going to come up, and he's going to take a shot at these Drudges that are making their way up. Did not get the crits. They weren't all destroyed, but did damage a lot of them, and one of them there tuffed. Now Kaelyssa is going to go and finish off that guy. Oh no, that's just the little shots from the Hyperion finish it off. Yeah, Kaelyssa is going to end up coming over here to the zone after. So there comes around Kaelyssa. She's going to come over to her own friendly zone to dominate it. This will mean that now Retribution is up 3 points to 0. And this is now where the Cephalix player really needs to get into those zones to make sure this is done. And I mean, they can't score really very much else. So the Nis come in and they do a little bit of shooting. They killed, I think, 1 guy. Otherwise, the Wrecker is going to start going up against this Manticore here, trying to destroy it, but again, not really getting the damage it needs. Plus now it's not getting the bonus from the feet and the Agitator, so it's not as super strong as it used to be. Making attacks against the Phoenix as well. And I believe they are going to destroy the Phoenix, so there's 1 heavy down. And now here come the Drudges, but again, they're not really swarming in there like they need. Then again, Retribution only needs 2 more points, so if they destroy the objective and dominate their own friendly zone again, it doesn't even matter about that zone up there anymore. So they're coming in here trying to destroy some of these battle mages. The Mind Bender, or whatever the guy is there, is going to be arcing through his spell eventually here. But here now again, more Drudges running up. And I feel this is where he's really going to pay from being so defensive before, because now they're too far away to get into the zone. You know, that unit there, he only got 1 in. So all that's contesting that zone is 1 Drudge and 2 Nis Hunters. Otherwise here, we are back to Retribution, and they are going to be doing some fire here, and actually it wasn't too bad. I believe only 1 of them died. They came in and attacked again. Really crappy dice. They're all on fire again. And now he's just got to try and clear out these models here. So these Arcanists are going to move out of the way, do their thing. Kaelyssa is going to come up here, do some shooting. And I believe she's shooting Selena first. Not really sure where the AoE comes from. Either way, those two are now dead. These battle middens run and charge into that last Drudge guy. They're going to kill him. So at this point, the zone is cleared. So she will dominate again and go up to 4. And then a Hyperion shoots at the objective up there, explodes it, and that's 5 points. So the game just ended on scenario. What were you guys' thoughts on the game?
Yeah, killboxing myself ended my day. That and his army is really good at stopping my army from doing stuff. The ability not to run first turn with a slow army kind of really hurts. I mean, I guess it could have gone a little bit more...
Was it really because you were scared of the Hyperion shot?
Pretty much, yeah, because, I mean, they don't have particularly good stats. So, I mean, he's going to be boosting, and if he manages to hit with the crit, he's just going to wipe them all out. And even if he still hits, they're only armor 15, so... You know, average dice, they live, but just needs to boost, or just needs to get slightly hot, or just boost a couple of them to wipe them out. And I have no way of being able to bring anything back, so.
And Cyphon, he has the sacrificial pawn thing, just like Texas, right?
No. Cyphon does not have sacrificial pawn.
Oh, okay.
Well, he does towards monstrosity, not towards drudges.
Yeah, so I was thinking, like, normally Kaelyssa is really good at that assassination, but he's actually, Cyphon's pretty safe. You just buy one of your heavies there.
Yeah. Well, then I was trying to keep him somewhat close, just so that, until he was, like, he parked his one model right there, and I was like, oh, I'll just bring him over and kill it. That would have been so much faster if I didn't forget.
And so, did the game pretty much go the way that you thought, or...?
I'm actually kind of surprised it went that way at the end, because forgetting to feat turn 2 was, I thought, the end of the game for me when everything started coming up and actually being able to reach me, when I should have had at least another turn to kind of just keep continuing my slow trek forward or quick trek forward into the zones. I don't know how I would have fared if it went on for another turn or two. But once I kind of realized that this side, like my objective zone, was safe from pretty much anything because he was not going into it, it was pretty much a realization that just get rid of that objective for that point. I probably won't be able to score in the zone, but if I can just hold this, I can hold a defensive spot and just continue cleaning up whatever he decides to throw into the zone for the points and hopefully not deathclock myself.
And again, yeah, that kill boxing was probably the biggest thing in the game.
When he did that, it was, yeah, exactly. It pretty much changed how I was running forward as opposed to trying to, you know, slow his guys by killing them.
All right, well, thanks for playing, and for those watching, thanks for watching. Bye.